Hi, welcome to the Badass Breastfeeding Podcast. This is Dianne, your lactation consultant.
And I'm Abby, the Badass Breastfeeder. And today's episode is brought to you by Simple Wishes. And specifically, the Simple Wishes Stages bra that we are very excited to tell you about. It's that bra that goes from an everyday wire-free regular bra to a nursing bra and then back again. And you can wear it through every stage of maternity and breastfeeding and beyond, because it'll last you that long and it transforms. It's a transformer. Optimus Prime. It's the Optimus Prime of bras.
There you go.
We'll hear more from our sponsor later, but you can head to badassbreastfeedingpodcast.com and check out our sponsor page. If you ever need anything, see if you can give any of them any of your business, because they make this podcast possible. And while you're there, scroll down and enter your email address and we'll send episodes straight to your inbox every week. And we are on Patreon. And Patreon has gotten a facelift in 2026. So all of the things that you've heard us talk about before are no longer. Surprise.
Surprise.
And in other exciting news, we are bringing back our parenting podcast, Revolution Parenting. That's very exciting. I know. Yes. It's so exciting. And now Revolution Parenting will live in Patreon. So joining Patreon, even the most basic tier, will give you access to Revolution Parenting. It is our parenting podcast, which we started, a few years ago. And we did about 50 episodes.
Something like that, yeah.
And then we stopped. But we're bringing it back because we love to talk about parenting. And parenting, you can't really breastfeed if you're not parenting. I mean, you're parenting. And we really are interested in that topic. So we are going to be talking about that. And our mission, really, as in the title of Revolution Parenting, is that we're looking for a kinder, more empathetic world. I mean, have you seen the headlines lately?
Oh, Lord.
And we really, truly believe that this kinder and gentler world that we want starts at home and starts with the way that we parent our children. So this is what we're going to be doing over there. Now, any tier that you join, you will be given access to Revolution Parenting. And then beyond that, there are extra perks at the next tier that are fun and include a monthly goodie bag to your home of podcast stickers and thank you for nursing in public cards for your mission to go out into public and put those places. You can put them in the nursing room at Target or in the bathrooms at the Children's Museum or whatever, and just spread a little breastfeeding love. And that is what we're doing. So is there anything I should add?
No, just watch for that. It's coming in 2026. Well, we are in 2026.
We're here. You can click the link at the top of the show notes and you will find, yes, you will find all of the information that you need. 100% of the proceeds that we gain from Patreon go straight into running the podcast. I mean, we have our expenses here, right? So we are, you can do the math. You could see how many patrons we have. We're not laughing to the bank. We're literally getting some money to cover expenses. It's a way of supporting the podcast. This podcast is free. Revolution Parenting and what we do on Patreon is a way of supporting the podcast, and we are going to try the best we can support you right back. And we have a great community in there. Our weekly wellness checks are still happening, where we can chat and talk. You can ask for breastfeeding advice, parenting advice, just vent, share what's going on with you, see if anybody else is going through the same thing. And it's a fun community.
Mm-hmm.
So check that out. And we're still hosting our ongoing giveaway for people who leave reviews around the internet, iTunes, Spotify, whatever you can do, even sharing on your Facebook page or your Instagram or your TikTok or whatever, just getting the word out about the podcast. We would really appreciate it. And as a thank you, we will send you a goodie bag. So send a screenshot of whatever you're doing along with your address to badassbreastfeedingpodcast@gmail.com. And we'll send you a goodie bag of Thank You for Nursing in Public cards and podcast stickers. And now Dianne has our review of the week.
And it says, I have loved listening to you two for the last year, and I share your podcast with all my friends who are expecting. Nursing my little one has been a true joy. I love knowing now that nursing is more than just food. It's also her happy and safe place. Just something fun I've learned from you two. And I love that because it is more than food. And we try to tell that all the time. We tell people that, like we talk about that on the podcast a lot, that nursing is for more than just food. And it's hard to think of when all you're doing in the beginning is just nursing this baby because they need food. But you kind of come to figure out as you're going along that this is the safe place for your baby. This is where they are comforted. This is where they are nurtured. This is everything for them. So you are doing amazing things just by giving your baby your milk at the breast. And it's more than just food. So.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So that is a great thing to take from it. So if you take nothing else from us, take that.
Yeah. I think that's a great segue into my first myth, actually.
Oh, really? Yes. Today we're doing myths. We haven't done myths in a while, but I like doing myths like at the beginning of the year because it's like, welcome to 2026. We have some new myths for you.
Yeah.
But I love them. And if you haven't listened to any of the other myth episodes, you'll have to, check them out as you go because we have a few good ones out there. But yeah, Abby can start with her first myth.
Yeah. And this is something that I just found in my newsfeed. I could say where it's from. Well, I'll just say it. It's from the Fed is Best Foundation.
Oh.
Uh-huh. And it's about what is called second night syndrome. And I'm really interested in what you have to say about this. So there's like a little video and then there's the written text that they wrote. So I'll read the text and then I'll read what the video is saying. So it says, some breastfeeding mothers talk about the second night syndrome by describing it as absolute hell. They describe their babies as nonstop nursing, and as soon as they take baby off the breast, they cry frantically. The only time their babies are not crying is when they are breastfeeding. Some mothers say their babies even cry while frantically nursing and nothing consoles them. The second night of your baby's life should never be hell. If your baby is crying nonstop despite adequate breastfeeding, they are hungry and thirsty. An immediate physical assessment by a nurse or a doctor should be made to determine why your baby is crying and if immediate supplementation is necessary. Now, the video starts off with saying, how do I get it back? Okay. What is happening to my baby on her second day of life? She is nursing nonstop, and when I take her off my breast, she's agitated and cries frantically. And then it goes on to say, the answer is a crying baby who cannot be consoled despite nonstop nursing is telling you that they are hungry and thirsty. Remember, crying is a late sign of hunger and it cannot be ignored. I'm just waiting for the next box.
For the next screen?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Research tells us that at least 1 in 5 first-time moms will have delayed onset of adequate milk production. Temporary supplementation for these babies is necessary until the arrival of adequate milk volume is produced. And then it says, according to 5 RCT studies, supplementation, when necessary, nearly doubles exclusive breastfeeding rates at 3 months.
It's bullshit.
We're waiting to let me just finish. I know you're dying to talk. Note, when supplementing, mothers must be instructed on how to stimulate and empty both breasts adequately with every supplemental feeding. Okay. And then it goes on to talk about, I don't even really know what this is. I think this is like pictures of a pamphlet or something that says the second night syndrome is abnormal, and this is why. These are studies. Okay. And then this one is called, Does the Fed is Best Foundation believe all exclusive breastfeeding babies need supplementation? I'm assuming that they'll say no. Of course not. We don't. My baby cried the entire second night in the hospital. Why I'm angry with my baby-friendly hospital in Texas. So these are different like posts, I think. Maybe from their blog or something.
Probably.
I can read a couple of the comments too. I'm just going to get this all out, because then we can talk.
Okay.
She said, someone says, I wish this was widely practiced. My milk didn't come in until day 3, despite me asking multiple times if baby was getting enough. No one asked more questions, but rather assured me my baby was, and we ended up in the NICU. There's no information further about that. As a NICU nurse, our units are full of admissions from babies like yours. I'm so sorry this happened to you. Why would you consider sharing your story on our blog? There's a reason, somebody goes on and says, there's a reason so many babies died. Also, wet nurses were a thing for rich people. If you were poor and you didn't get milk, your baby died, period. And, okay, I'll stop there. So, you go.
There's so much going on here.
There's so much going on here. I know.
And so much of it is like fear mongering.
Mm-hmm. And misunderstanding of what newborn babies do.
Yeah, and a lot of it is myth.
Which is what we've had. We have an episode, which is one of our. I should look at our most listened to episodes, but it's like newborn behaviors.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's just newborn behaviors, and it's like how we don't understand what newborns are supposed to be doing, or what they're doing. Not supposed to be doing, because whatever they're doing is what they're doing. We don't understand it. Like, it's like the baby is nursing a lot on day 2 because they're starving. I mean, this is exactly what I was told in the hospital.
Yeah. And that is not a reason for supplementation. Second night syndrome is not a reason for supplementation. Like, there's very specific reasons for supplementation. Second night syndrome is not one of them.
I'll tell you that I even Googled just second night syndrome and read the AI overview. You know how that comes up on top these days?
Yeah. Yep.
And it was like, second night syndrome is totally normal. This is the time when your breastfeeding baby is like stimulating milk production, and they're in a new environment. They're starting to, wake up from birth a little bit, and they're like, where the fuck am I? And, even the AI overview was like, this is normal.
Yes.
Which I find fascinating.
And that mother that said, well, my milk didn't come in until day 3. That's normal.
That's when your milk is supposed to come in.
Yes, that is when your milk is supposed to come in, by day 3. And this is just fear mongering and telling parents, like, your baby, and the whole like, oh, if they're crying, they're starving. Like,
this is so,
they cry for so many reasons.
Right. And it's amazing to me, like, how, even in the comments, people are just like, yes, I wish people, like, baby friendly, is dangerous. And I'm not even talking about baby friendly hospitals. I don't care. I'm not talking about that. Just like, before, like, babies, and also this whole thing that babies died. I mean, yeah. I get it that like formula absolutely has a place. Like, it absolutely has a place. But to say that babies, like, so many babies are dying and died because of, they were withheld formula from the first couple of days.
And that the NICU is full of babies that go through second night syndrome?
Yeah.
No, that's not a thing.
That's
not something that's happening.
this is so convoluted here, and I think our discussion is convoluted. It's too convoluted too. Just because, basically, second night syndrome is a normal newborn behavior, where your baby is going to increase their fussiness and crying on day 2. Right?
Yes, absolutely. And the way you know if your baby is getting enough colostrum is if you are watching the diapers. If your baby is pooping and peeing, they're getting enough to eat. And that's probably why, like, that, if those comments are even legitimate.
I know. I shouldn't even have read the comments. It was just because the comment was so extreme. It was like, well,
it really is. Yeah.
And it's like, there's so much limited information. Like, like when people say like, well, this happened to my baby and we ended up in the NICU. Ooh. Well, I'm going to need more information.
Right.
Like, what do you mean? What was the reason that your baby went to the NICU?
Yeah. Because they were showing hunger cues?
I don't think it was
like that's why they went to the NICU? Like, what is going on?
And not to say that her baby didn't go to the NICU. I believe her. We need more information about that. And to say that it was, I feel like this whole myth can just be called like, let's blame everything on breastfeeding.
Mm-hmm. But to say, and that research that she is saying, supposedly, I would love to see those studies about how exclusive breastfeeding thrives under supplementation.
Right. That's not even, I think we know that that's not true.
No, it is not true. There's so much research that shows the very opposite of that. And yeah, there's so much convoluted stuff happening here.
Yeah. And I think the bottom line for me is like breastfeeding is not always the problem. When when a baby is breastfeeding and they're having problems, we blame the breastfeeding. Mm-hmm. When there might be, there's things that go on that don't have to do with breastfeeding with the baby. And also, a crying and fussy baby does not equate a starving baby. Especially on day 2?
I know.
They're starving?
No, they're not.
That's not why they're crying. And if your baby is absolutely inconsolable, like can't nurse inconsolable, we need a medical examination from the doctor.
Yeah.
I would say there's something else going on. If they're like absolutely inconsolable.
It's just like, this just makes me so sad for families. All of this information.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you're listening and any of this has happened or you're having any thoughts about, because this is also something that gets people really riled up. And if you're riled up right now, don't be mad. Just send us an email and tell us what went on with you. Or if something similar happened and you're like, yes, this happened to me. We would love to hear these stories because it just helps. It just helps. These lived experiences help, when we can get these stories out. Just email us, badassbreastfeedingpodcast@gmail.com. And we will talk with you and we'll share your story on the podcast, uncensored, whatever you want us to say. Yeah.
Yeah.
And sorry, that took up the whole first part of our episode.
Do you want to do an ad real quick and do a sponsor, and then we'll do one of mine? Okay.
Yes. We'll be right back. Today's episode is brought to you by Simple Wishes. Simple Wishes Stages Bra and Tank, by the way, is the newest bra from Simple Wishes' Seamless collection. It's the everyday bra that turns into a nursing bra and then back again, so you can wear it through all the stages of breastfeeding. It's front adjustable straps and one-handed clasps that make it easy to Undo for Nursing. And it is nylon spandex, Oikotex standard, 100% certified. It is so soft and so stretchy. It is very, very comfortable to wear. It is been in the making for 2 years. And Amanda and her sister at Simple Wishes have worked day and night to bring this bra. They believe deeply in this bra for comfort and also believe deeply in bringing you affordable clothes despite the rising costs all around us. So, as a gift to the badass breastfeeders, they are offering 50% off with code BADASS at simplewishes.com. So you can try out this bra or the tank version, and you will own this thing forever. So head to Simple Wishes, simplewishes.com. Use code BADASS for 50% off on the bra and everything there, by the way. They have a ton of bras and pumping bras. If you need a pumping bra, make sure you head over there because it's 50% off. And they have the best bras. Okay, I'm rambling now. And you can head to badassbreastfeedingpodcast.com and check out our sponsor page. If you ever need anything, check there. You'll also find all of our other episodes. You'll find our favorite resources and information about scheduling your very own one-on-one online lactation consultation with Dianne. And also, I want to say one more thing. I am always looking for breastfeeding photos. And just like little stories about, whatever you're sharing about your breastfeeding. If you follow the Badass Breastfeeder on Facebook or Instagram or something, you'll see I like to share people's stories with their photos, their real photos, professional photos, your on the toilet breastfeeding photos, like all the real life and fantasy, whatever. With just a little, whatever you have to say, or you don't have to say anything, and I can say something. But I need the photos. So if you have photos that you're willing to share, please send them to badassbreastfeedingpodcast@gmail.com. And thank you. Dianne.
Awesome. My myth. So this came from a listener, which sometimes my myths come from the listeners, and we had done a consult. I think I told you about this one because it was so crazy. We had done a consult. She was a listener. The baby was going through cow's milk protein allergy testing and all of that stuff. And the pediatrician was really encouraging them to use this formula, very specialized formula for the baby because of the cow's milk protein. So this formula had no dairy in it. It was very specialized. And she said, the pediatrician said to her, "It smells like dog poop, but don't worry because babies don't have any taste."
What? I guess your taste buds come later.
Yeah. Babies can't taste. So don't worry about it. How bad it smells.
Okay. Can they not smell too?
Babies can smell too. Yeah. Babies have a very, very strong sense of smell.
Well, not according to him.
But babies can absolutely taste.
That's why breast milk is sweet, right?
Yeah.
Like nature has made it kind of sweet because it's like it's pleasing to your baby's taste buds. Taste buds that they have
when they're born. Like babies can taste. They can taste. There's research that is done showing that they prefer milk that's garlic flavored. Like there's crazy research out there about babies and breast milk and things that they prefer and what they can taste. And babies can absolutely taste.
Yeah.
So don't let anybody tell you any differently. That is a huge myth.
Yeah. And formula does smell like dog crap.
It does kind of smell
bad.
Really,
I remember my sister, because I fed Jack formula for a long time, like a few months or something. And my sister was over when he was first born. She came to visit, and she was helping over on the counter to make the formula, to make the bottle. And she was like, oh my God, what the hell? This smells really bad. I was like, I know.
Yeah.
Just give a shop.
Oh my gosh.
But it's really like, it really is really insanely offensive smelling.
Yeah.
I mean, anyway. But yeah, that's really funny that this medical doctor doesn't know that babies have taste buds.
Yeah, I thought that was really like, what? I was like,
wow.
What? Yeah.
He got his medical degree in a Cracker Jack box.
I don't know. Something. All right, what do you got?
Oh, shit, it's my turn. Okay. Wait, what do I have? Okay. I was so into making fun of that I forgot that I have to. Okay. So here's another one is that this is kind of just, it's a little bit of like a nuance in like just the way that we think about things. But I'm really into today, apparently, I'm into how we're always blaming breastfeeding. So this is a post from, he calls himself a doctor, whatever. It says, he introduces it by saying prolonged breastfeeding can take your baby's legs from this, and it shows a baby with normal legs, to this. And then the baby has like an extreme bow-leggedness.
Oh, so rickets?
I guess, yes. So this is like the lack of vitamin D, right? Is that what that?
Oh my God. Yeah.
So he says, your breast milk doesn't have enough vitamin D in it. And, babies who are breastfed for too long will, develop these issues with, bone health and stuff. And I was really happy to see that there was a comment that was like, okay, so wait, so it's not the extended breastfeeding, it's the lack of vitamin D supplementation. And I was like, yes, girl.
Yeah.
Yes, girl.
Tell it, girl. Tell it.
It's not a vitamin D, or it's not a breastfeeding issue.
Right.
Like stop with this. Oh my God. It's like, how many, like, we're just like falling all over the place. We are really reaching as far as we can to blame breastfeeding for things. When, like, we will tell you ourselves, supplement with vitamin D. Hopefully your doctor's telling you this too. As an adult, we all need to supplement with vitamin D. I mean, if you're living in the United States, I would imagine, I don't know what I would imagine. Maybe there's countries where you're not as closer to the equator, maybe where you're not as deficient in vitamin D. I don't know. Where you don't, because like here you have like limited sun exposure. And anyway, vitamin D supplementation at this point should be pretty standard, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. And World Health Organization recommends vitamin D supplementation overall. So if the World Health Organization recommends it, it's obviously something that's needed throughout the world. So yes, we all need vitamin D supplementation, and it's not a breastfeeding problem. It's a vitamin D supplementation problem. It has nothing to do with breastfeeding.
Yes. Yep.
And that is just ridiculous.
It's so annoying to see this.
It's so annoying.
And it's just this dude, doctor, that's just like, this is, the issue. And you just want to be like, dude.
But to say this is what your baby's legs are going to look like if you breastfeed too long.
Or if your baby's legs go from this to this, if you breastfeed too long.
Like, that's a terrible thing to say.
Way to just totally manipulate this situation into blaming breastfeeding.
Ugh. So gross.
It is. All right, what do you got?
All right. So I had a client come in to see me with her baby, and she had texted me before she came in, and she's like, I'm running, I might have to cancel my appointment, or I might be running late. I've got this other appointment, blah, blah, blah. And then she's like, no, never mind. I'll be there. I'm like, okay. So she gets there and she's like, well, I had an eye doctor appointment and she was going to dilate my eyes. But then she told me, oh, you're breastfeeding. I can't dilate your eyes because it'll dilate the baby's eyes.
What?
I know. I was like, I don't think that's true.
Wait, don't they dilate your eyes with eye drops?
Yes.
How would that even happen?
It doesn't. So
I
was like, I don't think that's true. And she was like, well, regardless if it's true or not, I didn't have to get my eyes dilated. So I was able to make it to my appointment. So I'm like, okay. So then I looked it up later, and sure enough, it's like, no, that's not a thing. So I did text it to her, and she laughed. But I was like, what?
So, okay. So if you put the eye drops in the mom's eyes, then it goes into her bloodstream, I guess, and then goes into the breast milk, and then goes,
to the baby, and then the baby's eyes will dilate.
I don't know why I have this very cartoony image in my head of like the mom's eyes dilating and then the baby seeing this and that baby's eyes dilating like they're two like
yeah.
Okay. All right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a good one. I thought that was pretty funny.
I mean, I remember this because I remember having a really bad ear infection when Jack was like 2 years old. And I went to the ear doctor and he was kind of like, I don't know, like about the eardrops. And I messaged this lactation consultant that I do. And I was like, the eardrops is like, can I have the eardrops? And like now I'm like, okay, like, of course you can have the eardrops. And she was like, put it in your ear, like now. But in my mind, it was like, okay, is it going to go into my bloodstream and then the baby will drink it? Like that was my thought, was like the baby would be drinking. So I guess it's the same as the eye drops. But that's different than like my baby is going to drink this chemical and I'm wondering if it's harmful. She's going like the baby's eyes are going to dilate.
Yeah.
Okay, that's just really funny.
I know it.
Okay. All right.
What do you got?
I needed that. That was funny.
I know, that was a good one.
Okay, and so my last one is, pertains to an email that we got a while ago. It was a few months ago. And this is, one of those things, Dianne and I, we're not lying when we say that we will not take just any kind of sponsor. So we got an email about this brand new, it's an app, or it's I don't know what it is, but it tells you exactly how much milk your baby is getting. And we can't be doing this. We can't be doing this. If it's like, it's along the lines. So my myth here today is going to be all the apps. The apps that are measuring how much milk your baby is drinking. It was also going to tell us the nutritional value of the milk.
Oh yeah. Whatever.
If it's going to be having enough calories or milk or calcium or milk. That's not what I meant to say. Calories, fat is what I meant to say. Calcium, the vitamin D, it's like, how much stuff does your milk have, and does it have the app? You do not need to have an app to tell you how much milk your baby is drinking, to tell you what is in your milk. And
they are just preying on you.
It is just harmful. What you're going to do is you're going to get this app, or you're going to get this program, or whatever it is, and you're going to be staring at it, inputting all of this information, and getting all of this information, first of all, that you don't need. You don't need to know the nutritional makeup of your milk. There's no such thing as breast milk that's got like the wrong nutritional makeup.
Right.
It's not like, oops, my milk just accidentally didn't have enough calories. So we realize that there can be an issue with like getting enough milk, which is something that you need to work with a lactation consultant on. But your milk isn't just accidentally missing the amount of calories it should have and the amount of fat that it should have.
Right.
And you don't need to measure how much milk your baby is getting. You don't need to measure it in ounces because actually it doesn't freaking matter. Every baby is going to take a different amount. And it also doesn't take into consideration, breast milk storage capacity, which we've recently talked about. When at the end of the day, your baby is getting the same amount as they should be.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to just get this app and it's going to make you panic. That's all it's going to do.
Yeah.
You don't need it. We've talked to you about how to tell if your baby is getting enough milk. And it's not going to be like, oh, this is the correct amount for my baby. You need to look at the baby. Don't look at the app.
When we get these emails, like they automatically think that we're going to be like, oh my gosh, this will be the best thing for our listeners.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, no, it's not. We're trying to keep you from getting more anxiety.
Yeah.
Because that's what will happen. You will obsess over it.
If you have an app right now, I would just delete it. Delete it. I remember, this is kind of extreme, but I remember my pediatrician when I had, oh my God, okay, we're over. But when Jack was a baby, our pediatrician, he was like, do you have a thermometer at home? And I said, yeah. And he said, throw it away. And I was like, what? Which is, some pediatricians wouldn't say that, but he was like, no. Look at your baby. Look at the baby. Like, what is he doing? Like, okay, you can tell when your baby has a fever. If they have a fever, are they, are they vomiting? Are they still nursing? Are they lethargic? He's like, you pay attention to the baby more than you're paying attention to this number on the thermometer.
That's great.
Because then you just panic about it.
Mm-hmm.
Because a fever has a purpose in, fighting off the virus. Okay, anyway. That's our episode.
Myths.
Yeah, we would love to hear from you.
Definitely let us know if you hear any, and we will keep them for the next myth episode. We'd love to hear from you.
Thanks for listening.
Bye.
Bye.